we just had a discussion about, sir, what are various data types are available, what data types are there. We discussed, sir, in Java, I mean, how many data types are there, what about literals, next what kind of questions we can expect for the exam, sir. All those things we covered already, right, sir? Now the next topic, very important topic, what we have to discuss, right? Arrays concept. Regarding what is the topic, sir? Arrays. Sir, for the certification sake, the people who are planning for OCJA certification sake, this topic is the very important topic, because out of 8 or 9 units, one unit talks about only arrays concept, sir. Okay, remember that one unit talks about only arrays concept. That's why compulsory you people should have clear clarity about sir, this arrays concept. Clear, right? Okay, sir. Now anyway, 3 or 4 sessions minimum I will talk about arrays, so that you people can able to understand very clearly, right? Okay, sir. Now let me start the cinema. Okay, that's all. Some people are telling, okay, happy Sankranti, belated happy Sankranti. Okay, like thank you, man. Wish you all, wish you the same. Okay, for all the people. Okay, right, sir. Can I start the cinema? Please confirm. Can I start the cinema? Yes. Okay, sir. Now take a bit very special care, sir. Sir, now anyway at the part of arrays, several things we are going to discuss. Let me talk about just the basic introduction. The basic introduction, sir, about the arrays, right? Sir, from our childhood onwards, you people aware what is the need of arrays concept? From our childhood onwards, we aware arrays like in the C language we covered, C++ you may aware, in core Java you may aware, we learned already, right? Sir, what is the need, or what is the purpose of arrays concept? Very simple, sir. Sir, just I'm taking int x is equal to 10. Observe that. Sir, have you observed? I'm using a variable x to hold which value, sir? 10. To hold 10, I use x. Sir, I want to hold another value 20. Then automatically I took one more variable, sir. Sir, how many variables are there? Can you please observe how many variables are there? 2 variable. How many values we can able to represent by using these 2 variables, right? 2 values. Suppose I want to represent one more value, then automatically you can go for third variable, right? Are you getting 3 variables, 3 values? Sir, I want to represent, if you want to represent one value, one variable, 2 values, 2 variable, 3 value, 3 variables, right? Suppose assume that 10,000 values I want to represent. Are you getting? I want to represent 10,000 values. So to represent 10,000 values, if you declare 10,000 variables, then it is a stupid kind of programming practice. Correct or not? Because 10,000 variables if you are going to declare in your program, length of the code is going to be increased, readability by default is going to be down. Next, which variable represent which value is always a bigger problem, right? Are you in a position to understand, right? That's why if you want to represent huge number of values, something like 10,000 values, 20,000 values, 1 lakh values, like happily we can go for arrays concept. Everyone can able to understand, right? So what is the biggest advantage of arrays? What is the need of arrays? Sir, if I go for individual variable concept, sir, I don't want to use arrays concept. I want to go for individual variable concept. If I want to go for individual variables concept, then how many variables are required to hold 10,000 values? 10,000 variable. It is always a problem. Correct or not? Okay, sir. Now instead of 10,000 values, instead of 10,000 variable, I want to go for arrays. The biggest advantage is 10,000 values we can able to represent by using a single variable only. Remember that int array x is equal to new int array of 10,000, like this I'm taking, sir. Are you getting? Int array x is equal to new int array of 10,000, like this I'm taking, sir. I hope you people can able to understand, right? Sir, what is the biggest advantage here? Sir, how many values I can able to represent? Can I spell out, sir? How many values I can able to represent by using this array? 10,000 values. But how many variables I use, right? Only one variable. Sir, single variable can represent 10,000 values. Sir, how to differentiate first value, second value, third value? I hope you people may aware 0, x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, are you getting x of 2, dot, dot, dot. Sir, this 0, 1, 2, what this? Respond, man. 0, 1, 2, what this? Index. Are you getting right? Sir, we can differentiate 10,000 values by using index. But how many variables are there, sir? Only one variable. Clear for all of it, right? So the biggest advantage of arrays concept or positive side of arrays concept is we can represent huge number of values by using single variable, right? Okay, so readability of the code is going to be improved, length of the code is going to be down. Remember that length of the code will be down and readability by default will be improved. So if any person is asking, can you please tell what is the advantage of arrays concept? What is the need? What is the advantage of arrays concept? Simple answer you can able to tell. We can represent huge number of values by using single variable. Clear for all of it? So this is the biggest advantage of arrays concept, right? Then if you are using only one variable but 10,000 values are there, how you can able to differentiate? How you can able to differentiate these values by using what? Index. Clear, right? Are you able to understand? You can able to differentiate by using what? Index. Clear, right? Okay, that's all. So now observe that if you are getting something compulsory, we are going to miss something. It is the universal rule, sir. Okay, if you are getting something compulsory, we have to miss something. Okay, sir, what is the limitation of this arrays concept? The first biggest limitation of this arrays concept is, sir, arrays are, anyone can you please tell? Yo, it is not new concept. Everyone compulsory you have to answer. Good. The biggest drawback of arrays concept is fixed in size. Are getting fixed in size. Once we create the biggest drawback of arrays concept is once we create an array with 10,000 size, sir, you can hold up to 10,000 values only. Remember that, up to 10,000. Sir, I want to represent 1,000, 10,000 one value. Sorry, man. Sorry. Okay, it's not possible. So once we create an array with some size, that size is always fixed. You can't increase the size, you can't reduce the size based on our requirement. Automatically, memory by default will be wasted. Clear, right? So the important problem with arrays concept is fixed in size. Based on our requirement, length of the, based on our requirement, we can't increase the size, we can't decrease the size. It is always fixed. So unnecessary memory by default is going to be wasted, right? Remember that, okay? This is one problem. Sir, another problem is also there. Another problem is also there, sir. Sir, what is that problem? Is, observe that. What is this array, sir? Can you please tell what is the type of this array? Int array. Correct or not? What is the type of this array? Int array. Sir, if int array can hold only int type of values. Are you getting? Int array can hold only int type of values. Sir, x of 0 is equal to 10. Yes, perfectly valid, because 10 is the int value or not? Yes, 10 itself is the int value. That's why int variable, no problem at all, acceptable, right? Sir, I'm taking x of 1 is equal to 20, acceptable. Sir, by mistake, x of 2 is equal to true, I'm taking. X of 2 is equal to true. Compiler will give left and right, because the reason is array can hold only homogeneous type of elements. Are you getting right? Sir, only homogeneous. What is the meaning of homogeneous, right? Can you spell out? Amit, can you spell out what is the meaning of homogeneous? Homogeneous means what? Same type. Are you getting? Homogeneous means what? Same type. So the biggest problem with arrays concept is, one problem is fixed in size. Array can always hold only homogeneous type of element. If you want to represent different type of value, then you can go for arrays concept, sir. Sir, make sure you people should aware clearly. Is it clear for all, right? Sir, can you please tell what is the advantage of array? Ayo, what is the advantage of array? The advantage of arrays is by using single variable, we can represent multiple values. So we are not required to declare multiple variables. So length of the code will be reduced. Readability by default will be improved. That is the biggest advantage. So what are problems with arrays concept? Fixed in size. Based on our requirement, you can't increase the size, you can't decrease the size. It is always a bigger problem, right? Okay, that's all. So next, array can hold only homogeneous, same type of elements only, similar type of elements only. By mistake, if you are trying to add a different type of elements, immediately compile-time error by default we are going to get, sir. Okay, that's all. This is advantage and these are the disadvantages with the arrays concept, right? Sir, anyway, if you want to represent huge number of values by using single variable, happily we can go for arrays concept. That's all, sir. Sir, can I use the word an array? An array is an indexed collection of. Are you getting? Just observe that. An array is an indexed collection of. An array is an indexed collection of fixed number of. Are you getting? An array is an indexed collection of fixed number of homogeneous data type elements or data elements. Are you getting? An array is an indexed collection of fixed number of homogeneous data type elements. I hope you people can able to understand, right? Data elements, sir. All the properties of array by default got covered, sir. It is an indexed collection, it's the fixed number, next to homogeneous data elements. That's all, sir. This total thing is nothing but basic introduction to arrays concept. I don't think you people are getting some new thing from this discussion. Just something like it is just a review of your existing knowledge. Clear, right? Can you please respond? Is it clear? Sir, what is array? What is the advantage? What are the disadvantages? Right. I mean, what are the limitations of arrays concept? Sir, can I just observe that? Can I go to the next level? The basic idea of arrays concept is the clear. Sir, if you want to represent each number of values, better to go for arrays concept, right? Sir, but the problem with arrays is fixed in size. Sir, if you want, sir, sir, growable nature. Sir, I don't want to insert only fixed number. Sir, based on my requirement, I want to increase the size or I want to decrease the size. Then we should go for respond. Sir, I want growable nature. Then we should go for what? Good. Then we should go for what? Collections. Okay, that concept we will discuss maybe, sir, in the next level. When we should go for collections are growable, arrays are fixed in size. There is a difference in there, but anyway, as of now we are not required to worry about collections. Just aware limitation of arrays is fixed in size. That's all, sir. Next, for the sake of exam, remember that for the sake of exam, slowly next level things we are required to discuss. Sir, how to declare array, sir? I want to declare array declaration. I want to declare an array. How to declare an array, sir? Very simple. One dimensional array. I want to declare one dimensional array declaration, right? Sir, how to declare one dimensional array? Sir, I'm taking here, observe that int array x, sir. Can you please tell just a declaration? I don't want to create an object. Int array x. Is it valid or not? Sir, I want to declare. I don't want to create. Mansoor, I don't want to create. Just I want to declare. That's all. Is it valid or not? Yes. Int array x. Sir, can you please tell? Is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Yes. Okay. Sir, now I want to take int x array like this. Is it valid or not? Yes. Valid or not? Valid. So one dimensional array, how to declare, sir? All these things are allowed. No problem at all, sir. You can declare like this, you can declare like this, you can declare like this. Sir, this is the dimension. Dimension you can specify after the type or before the variable or after the variable, no problem at all. But highly recommended. Sir, highly recommended. Sir, which one is the recommended? Yes, first one is the recommended. What is the reason is? Anyone, can you please tell what the why the first one is the recommended? First impression is always best impression. Huh? Ayo, good. Readability wise, yes. I hope most of the people already saw the videos. Good. Okay, int array x, readability wise, it is good. X is one dimensional int array. Are you getting that? X is one dimensional int array. Like you are telling very clearly, sir. Observe that, sir, name is clearly separated from the type. Remember that name is clearly separated from the type. That's why, sir, itself is readability is good. But here dimension is mixed with the name. Here also dimension is mixed with the variable. That's why readability is not good here. But the first one is nothing but readability wise, it's too good. Everyone can able to understand, right? One dimensional array declaration. What are various possible ways are there? These are the three possible ways. Clear? Clear? Okay, sir. Now take a bit very special care, sir. Some student is asking, just 1 minute, sir. Sir, I'm declaring like this: int array, int sir, array x I'm taking. Perfectly, it's a valid, sir. Int array y I'm taking. Next and after that, int array z I'm taking. That's all. Just I'm declaring. What is the problem, right? Sir, let me save this code. D:Durga classes. Okay, D:Durga classes. Let me go to D:Durga classes Java C test.java. Are you getting that? Java C test.java. Happily, the code is going to be compiled. No problem at all. No problem at all. Itself is valid. Clear, right? Sir, there is one person named with Shubham. Shubham Gupta is asking one small doubt. What is his doubt? Yes, int sir, x. Next and after that, here like this I'm taking. Observe that. Int x variable is already I used, sir. Int a. Okay, like this I'm taking, sir. Is it valid or not? Observe that. Is it valid or not? Valid. What is the reason for that? Is what is the reason? What is the reason for that? Is, sir, just have a look once, sir. What is the reason for that? Is, sir, this space is ignored by compiler. Are you getting that? This space is ignored by compiler. Remember that. I hope everyone can able to understand. Yes. Are you in a position to understand, right? So, Shubham, okay, this space is ignored by compiler. It is exactly same as this one only. Remember, that's why itself is valid. Okay, that's all. Next, some students are asking some fee related, some other things. We will discuss at the end. Don't worry about that. Okay, so just concentrate only on the lesson. Dinesh, please concentrate only on lesson. That's all. Don't. So all the remaining things happily we will discuss. Don't worry, Durga sir is always there for you people only. So if any fee constraints or if any issues, yes, I'm there. I'm ready to help you. Don't worry about that. Okay. Any other person also. Don't worry about that. Okay. Please concentrate on the lesson. Okay. Now that's all. This is about how to declare one dimensional array. Okay. So now there is just take a bit very special care about this one, sir. What is my doubt here is, observe that, sir, I want to represent an array, sir. My requirement is I want to represent int values, but how many int values I want to represent, sir? 4 int values I want to represent. Are you getting? I want to represent 4 int values, right? Can you please tell how to declare an array? Sir, you know type int values. How many int values you want to represent? 4. That's why you know, sir. Int of 4 x I'm taking. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? Yes. Is it valid or invalid? Int of 4 x, valid or invalid? Okay, sir, make sure, sir. If you can take Ashirbad, take a bit very special care. Okay, sir, if I can take like this, compiler will give left and right. Remember that. Sir, don't try to compile in your system. Concentrate only on the lesson. Some people are going to do parallelly coding. Not recommended. Later, happily you can practice. No problem at all. Concentrate only on the lesson. Sir, if I can take int array of 4x, if I can take like this, compiler will give left and right. Because the reason is, at the time of declaration, we are not allowed to specify the size. Are you getting? By mistake, if you are trying to specify the size, immediately compile time error by default we are going to get. Take a bit very special care, sir. One of very important point here. Have a look once. Compile time error by default we are going to get. It's always going to object at a 4. Clear, right? So at the time of array declaration, we are not allowed to specify the size. Remember, but at the time of array creation, compulsory we have to specify the size. Observe that counterpart, sir. While creating an array, new, like we are going to discuss, right? Is it audible, right? Hitesh, can you please cross check? Hitesh, please. Is it audible, right? Some people are telling, please. Okay, yeah. Let me repeat. Yes, sir. Now here, have you observed, right? At the time of declaration, we are not allowed to specify the size. By mistake, if we are trying to specify the size, immediately compile time error by default we are going to get, sir. Remember that. But at the time of array creation, compulsory we should specify the size. But anyway, this second half we will discuss soon. Don't worry about that. But as of now, remember the conclusion is at the time of array declaration, we are not allowed to specify the size. By mistake, if we are trying to specify the size, immediately compile time error by default we are going to get. Clear, right? Okay, that's all, sir. So next, this is the first one. Similarly, sir, I want to declare two-dimensional arrays. Regarding my requirement is, I want to declare two-dimensional arrays. Remember, up to this as of now, only one point I covered. What is that point is, at the time of array declaration, we are not allowed to specify the size. That's all, sir. Just remember, memorize. Now, I want to declare two-dimensional arrays. Sir, what are various options are available? Int array like this. Sir, these are two dimensions here I'm taking, sir. Sir, instead of this, just observe that. Instead of this one, I'm taking here, these are two dimension, here I can take. Have you observed, right? Next and after that, these are two dimension, I can take here also, no problem at all. Regarding first three things, observe that. Sir, two dimension, here I took, next here I'm taking, sir. Next, another option I'm taking, sir. Int sir, one dimension here, another dimension here. Next I'm taking int one dimension here, x one dimension here. Next another option I'm taking int one dimension here, another dimension here. Can you please tell total how many combinations I covered? Can you please observe two-dimensional array declaration? Total how many combinations are there? 6 combinations. First 3 and the second 3. Can you please tell among these 6 which are valid, which are invalid? Ayyo. Good, Mansur. Good. Yes, which are valid and which are invalid? Please. Which are valid and which are invalid? Okay? Excellent. Not required to keep much explanation because everyone is telling. I'm concluding. Suddenly some wrong answers came. Okay? Remember that. Some people just have feeling. So first 3, 100% pakka, perfectly valid. Don't keep any doubt, sir. Because I told this dimension you can specify either before the variable or after the variable or after the type, no problem at all. First 3 things perfectly valid. Don't worry about that. Sir, what about the next remaining 3 things? Valid or invalid? Ayyo, valid or invalid? Yes, okay. 100% pakka. Next 3 things also valid. Don't keep any doubts, sir. Are you getting? All the things are perfectly valid because these are various possibilities to declare two-dimensional array. Even these many things we never going to use, but syntactically all these things are perfectly valid. Remember that, sir. Same way, 3-dimensional array declarations. Okay, that's all. You are not required to take much things int array x. Are you getting right? This is one way. Next and after that here, just observe that this is the second. Next one is this is the third possibility, right? Sir, up to this I covered 3 styles. Okay. Next one, sir, here 2 dimension. Next here 1 dimension. Next and after that here 2 dimension. Next here 1 dimension. Itself is valid. Next here one dimension, next here two dimension, next here one dimension, next here one dimension, x another dimension. Remember that, observe very carefully, sir. Here I'm taking one dimension, next here two dimensions, like next here two dimensions, x one dimension, next int one dimension, x two dimensions, right? Have you observed, right? So total how many things came? Can you please? Yes. How many times? How many things came? 10. All the things are perfectly itself is valid. Remember that, okay? All these things are perfectly valid. No doubt at all, right? Okay. So there is one student anyway, Dinesh, he is asking something like, sir, these are best friends, you can't separate. These things are best friends, you can't separate. Like, Dinesh, you are getting confusion. I didn't cover that point related to arrays. I covered that point related to where methods. Regarding int dot x. Regarding int dot x. What is these concepts are? Where arg. These three dots are always friends. Ellipse notation are always friends. You can't separate. By mistake, if you are trying to separate, compiler will give left and right, because these dots are going to feel like anything. But that rule is not applicable for arrays dimensions. Don't worry. Don't get confused. Okay, that's all. So total these are the 10 possibilities are there. Next I want to go for fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension. Don't worry, I want to discuss, because you are in a position to go for fourth dimension, fifth and sixth dimension, right? That's all. I hope everyone can able to understand, right? So how to declare arrays, whether it is the one dimension, two dimension, three dimensions, right? But one point I covered, at the time of array declaration, we are not allowed to specify the size. By mistake, if we are trying to specify the size, compiler will give left and right. Clear, right? Okay, that's all. Just one more small thing is there, but for the sake of exam, not that much important, but still very still you people should aware, sir. For the sake of exam, not that much important anyway. Don't worry much about that, sir. Int array a comma b I took, sir. Valid or not? Please tell. Int array a comma b, valid or not valid? A is one dimensional array, b is also one dimensional array, correct or not? A and b both are one dimensional arrays, sir. A is one dimension, comma b is also one dimension. Sir, a and b both are one dimensional int array. Perfectly itself is valid. Sir, now I'm taking int array, sir, a comma b, like this I'm taking. Can you please tell what is the a's dimension? Yes, ma'am. What is the a's dimension? One dimension. Good. This is the common type. For both a and b. Sir, for a, sir, what is the one dimension? For b, what is the b's dimension? Anyone can you please tell? A is one dimension. B is, respond. B is two dimension. B is the two dimension, because one dimension here and another dimension here. That's why B is nothing but two dimension. Excellent, sir. Excellent. Good. Okay. Now, sir, A comma B. Can you please tell A is what dimension? A is what dimension? A is two dimension. B is what dimension? Good. Shubham Gupta, Srujana Reddy. B is Dinesh. B is which dimension? B. One dimension or two dimension? One or two dimension? Please make sure. Okay. Yes. Here take very special care. If you are taking dimension before the first variable, then this dimension is part of type only. Regarding this dimension is part of type only. Now A and B are what type? Are two dimension only. A is the two dimension, B is the two dimension, because in the middle whatever space is there, it will be ignored by compiler. Remember that. Sir, can you please tell what is the B's dimension, sir? 2. Because this dimension is the part of sir type only. It is don't feel it is applicable only for A. Clear, right? Any explanation is required? Are you able to understand? Okay, sir. Now, because most of the people are already sir, telling correct answer. That's why I'm not spending much time. Don't worry, sir. I'm taking A, comma B like this, right? Can you please tell what is the A's dimension? What is the A's dimension? 2. Excellent. What is the B's dimension? Ayo, what is the B's dimension? B. Respond, man. What is the B's dimension? 3. Good. Excellent. Not required to keep much explanation, right? Can you please tell? Observe that. Int array I'm taking like this. Sir, A, comma B like this I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell what is the A's dimension? A's dimension. 1 dimension. Excellent, 1 dimension. What is the B's dimension? B. What is the B's dimension? Why you are thinking, man? I don't know. Immediately you have to respond. What is the B's dimension? Yes. Okay, sir, good. Some people are telling if you are taking like this, compiler will give left and right. Remember that. Son, if you want to specify dimension before the variable, this facility is available only for the first variable in a declaration. Remember that. Sir, here I specified this before the variable, no problem. But sir, here I specified this before the variable, but this facility is available only for the first variable, but not for the remaining variables, right? If I can take like this, compiler will give left and right. Observe that, sir. Observe, sir. Here you can take, no problem at all. Assume that. Here you can take, sir, you can take the dimension before the first variable, no problem, acceptable, right? Are you getting? Acceptable. But if you are taking dimension before the second variable, are you getting? If you want to specify dimension before a variable, this facility is available only for the first variable. By mistake, if you are trying to apply for the remaining variables in the same declaration, compile time error by default we are going to get, sir. Remember that, sir. By mistake, if you are trying to do that, immediately compile time error by default we are going to get. Everyone can able to understand? Yes. Are you in a position to understand, right? Okay. By mistake, if you are trying to do that, immediately compile time error we are going to get, sir. Observe that. Compiler ready to give left and right. Have a look once. Yes, sir, semicolon expected, identifier expected, something like compile time error we are going to get. That's all, sir. Sir, these are the 2 points what you have to be aware about the declaration. Sir, only 2 points you should be aware about array declaration, right? At the time of array declaration, we can specify size. Already I covered, right? Second point is, if you want to specify the dimension before the variable, sir, this facility is available only for first variable. For the remaining variables, it is not available. Okay, that's all. Because for the first variable, this space I can ignore. Are you getting? The space I can ignore. But for the second variable, if you are specifying like this, sir, I have to ignore A and so on, which is not possible. Remember, that's why. So for second variable onward, sir, before the variable dimension is not allowed, it is available only for the first variable. Clear, right? Yes. Are you in a position to understand? Okay, that's all. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Excellent, man. Just have a look one. Int array A comma B comma B comma C comma D I'm taking like this. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? Yes, invalid. The reason for that already you people aware. Here is the problem. Are you getting? Here is the problem, sir. But can you please tell, is it valid or not? Int array A comma B comma C like this I'm taking. Valid or not? Valid or not valid? Because the reason is I'm specifying the dimension after the variable. After the variable, happily you can specify, man. If you want to specify before the variable, there is a problem. That's all, sir. Okay, sorry. These are the 2 conclusions what you people should aware related to arrays concept, array declaration, right? Sir, now let me go for array construction. How to create an array? Array construction. Very, very important, sir. Array construction. Just have a look once. Sir, can you please tell how to create an array? Anyone? How to create an array? Yes, man. By using which operator we can create an array? Yes, by using new operator, right? Good. By using which operator we can create an array? By using new operator. Int array x is equal to new int array of 4. I'm taking. That's all. Sir, I'm creating an array by using new operator, right? Now I have a small doubt. Usually, we can use a new keyword to create objects. Sorry, to create objects. Correct or not? For which purpose we can use a new keyword, sir? To create objects. Sir, even we can create arrays also by using new operator. Means, can I conclude array is an object? Yes. Is the array is an object? Remember that. Array is an object? Yes. Sir, array is every array in Java is an object only. Remember, sir, every array in Java is an object only. Sir, suppose, assume that I'm taking something like, here this is my array, sir. Observe that. Here, 1 minute, sir, please. 1 minute. Here, int array x is equal to, new int array of 3 I'm taking. Just observe that. Int array x is equal to int array of 3, sir. Sir, do you know, an array got created. What is the size of this array, sir? Can you spell out? 3. 3 itself is the 3, sir. Sir, now, do you know, this one itself is an object, sir. Itself is nothing but an object. Next, x itself acts as reference variable for this object. Is it clear for all of you, right? Sir, very, very important, sir. Make sure every array, okay, in Java is an object only. Hence, we can create object by using we can create array by using new operator. Clear for all of you, right? Just observe, because some doubts may be there. Don't worry, Shubham. Sir, I will discuss about remaining. Don't worry, just concentrate up to this. So, every array in Java is an object only. Hence, we can create by using new operator. Clear for all of you? Are you in a position to understand that? Sir, in this case, how many objects are available? According to our diagram, how many objects are available? One object. Sir, of course, in that object, 3 elements you can store. One object. Next, how many times we use a new operator? Only one. That's why one object. And here we observed x is the reference variable for that object. Then immediately, you people may ask, sir, if array is an object, we can create objects only for classes. Correct or not? We can create objects only for classes. Then, sir, you are creating an array. Then what is the corresponding class, sir? Is the corresponding class? What is the corresponding class? Where I can see the corresponding class? Like you people may ask. Very simple, sir. For every array type, corresponding classes are available. For every array type, corresponding classes are available. Don't worry, sir. But these classes are available at a language level. Remember that these classes are available at a language level, but not yet API level. That's why we can't see these classes, right? But still, I'm very much interested to know what is the corresponding class name, sir. What is the way how I can find? Very simple, sir. Very simple. Sir, can you please tell, according to our diagram, what is x? What is x? X is a reference variable pointing to object. X is a reference variable pointing to object. If you know the reference variable, I know the reference variable. If you know the reference variable, if you want to know the corresponding class name, what I will take, x dot get a class, get a name. X, you are pointing to some object, I know. Sir, you are pointing to object. That object is related to which class? I want to know. Then automatically just x dot get class dot get name. Sir, need not be array object. If you know object reference, if you want to know corresponding class name, this is the fixed syntax, right? What I have to take, sir? Get class dot get class dot get name. Remember that, get class dot get name. Okay, have a look once, sir. I'm taking a simple example, int array. Hello, are you able to listen my voice? Yes, are you in a position to listen my voice? Screen, are you able to see the screen? Okay, well, let me continue, sir. There is something happened. Okay, sir. Now observe that a bit carefully. Okay, observe that a bit carefully. So now just we are in the middle of our discussion, sir. Please. Okay, so now have a look once. Here the point here is, so if you know any object reference, if you want to know the corresponding class name, then which concept, which thing we require to use is an x dot get class dot get name. That's all you require to use, x dot get class dot get name, right? So now have a look once. This is which type of array? Is it one dimension or two dimension? Anyone, can you please tell? Is it one dimension or two dimension? One dimension. That's why, sir, one square bracket. Next up is what is the type of this array? Int type. That's why square bracket I is the corresponding class name. Remember that, sir. What is the corresponding internal class name? Is square bracket I, because it is one dimension. That's why, sir, one square bracket I. If it is the two dimension, what is the corresponding class name? Is two square brackets. Are you getting right? Two square bracket I. Two square brackets I by default will be there, sir. Clear? I hope. Are you able to understand, right? So it's very clear for every array type. Internally classes are available. Okay, but these classes are not available to the programmer level because these are part of Java language. Remember that. But what is the internal class name? These kind of things we are not required to worry. But still, if you people are interested, then I can able to show, sir. Observe that int array x is equal to new int array of 4 I'm taking. Int array x is equal to new int array of 4 I'm taking, sir. Sir, now system.out.println, system.out.println x dot get class dot x dot get class dot get the name. Are getting x dot get class dot get the name like this I'm taking, sir. If I can take like let me execute the code. Yes, perfectly it is the valid. What is the output? By default we are going to get, sir, Java test. Have you observed? Square bracket I. I hope everyone in a position to see, right? Square bracket I. I is the corresponding class name. Remember. Suppose instead of one dimension, if I have two dimension is there, sir. Assume that if I have two dimension is there, okay, two-dimensional array, 4 followed by 3. Assume that, sir, two-dimensional array, 4 followed by 3. Now just let me execute this code. Sir, what is the corresponding class name? Please guide. What is the corresponding class name? Yeah, please guide. What is the corresponding class name? Two-dimensional array, square bracket I. Are you getting? Square bracket I is the corresponding class name. Clear, right? Okay, so that's all. Now have a look once. Observe a bit very carefully about this terminology, sir. Observe that a bit carefully, sir. If it is the int array, what is the corresponding class name, sir? Square bracket I. Are getting? If it is the int array, what is the corresponding class name? Square bracket I. If it is the two-dimensional int array, please guide, sir, I forgot. What is the corresponding class name? Square bracket I. If it is the three-dimensional array, okay, because just a generalization sake. What is the corresponding thing? Square bracket I. Excellent, man, excellent. You are following too good. Okay. Well, sir, now if it is the byte array, sir, what is the corresponding class name? Square bracket B. That's all. If it is the long array, what is the corresponding class name? Square bracket, okay, L. Are you getting? Square bracket L. Sir, if it is Boolean array, what is the corresponding class name? If it is the Boolean array, what is the corresponding class name? Anyone, can you please tell? Boolean array, what is the corresponding class name? Square bracket. Good, Shubham. What is the corresponding class name? Square bracket. Yes. Can I use the word square bracket B? Square bracket B? No, because the reason is square bracket B already used for byte. That's why square bracket Z. Remember that. Okay. Sir, anyway, sir, is it required to remember all these things or not? No, sir. No, just for the sake of your knowledge I'm providing. Even in the certification exam also, no one is going to ask these things. Don't worry about that. Are you getting? So every year, of course, sir, where is the proof, sir? How you can able to tell square bracket Z? Very simple, sir. Let me take byte array B is equal to new byte array. Regarding byte array B is equal to new byte array of 3 I'm taking, sir. Okay, sir, B dot get class dot get name. Observe that. What is the output? By default we are going to get square bracket B, sir. Square bracket B. Sir, now instead of byte, let me take Boolean array. Sir, I want to hold Boolean values. A group of Boolean values I want to hold, sir. Now observe that. What is the corresponding class name? Square bracket Z. Everyone can aware? Sir, all these things are internal things. Okay? Yeah, the part of language level, these things are available. But being a programmer, you are not required to worry about this nonsense. Remember that part. For your knowledge sake, information sake, just I'm sharing with you people, right? Clear, right? Okay. So every array in Java is an object only. Remember that every array is an object only. For every array type, internally classes are available, but these classes are available at a language level, but not available at programmer level. Okay, that's all. Next, related to one-dimensional array, what kind of questions are there, sir? Observe that I want to create one-dimensional array. What loopholes are there, sir? There are multiple loopholes are there, sir. What is the first one? Just the 3 or 4 conclusions are available. Don't worry about that. What is the first one is int array x is equal to new int array like this I'm taking. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? Please respond. Valid or invalid? Yes. Okay. Deepthi Bharadwaj, please take a bit care. Sir, is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Venkat Krishna, take a bit special care. Yes. Dinesh, take a bit special care. Is it valid or invalid? If you can take like this, compiler will give. Compiler will give. Respond, man. Why you are silent? Compiler will give left and right. Remember that, okay? So the reason is at the time of array creation, compulsory we have to specify the size. By mistake, if you are not specifying the size, immediately compile time error we are going to get. Remember that, sir. Okay, at the time of array creation, compulsory we have to specify the size. Sir, here we didn't specify. If I can specify like this, then it's valid, but you didn't specify the size. That's why this one is invalid, but second one is valid, sir. Sir, where is the proof? Sir, please. Okay, like you people may ask, very simple matter of just 1 second. Int array x is equal to new int array, that's all. Observe that compile time error you are going to get. Are you seeing the compile time error? Array dimension is missing, something like this. Okay, but if I can take some size, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 and so on, perfectly valid. Clear, right? Are you able to understand? So first conclusion is very clear. At the time of array creation, compulsory we have to specify the size. But at the time of array declaration, we are not allowed to specify the size. I covered already at the beginning only. Remember that, okay? So what is the next cinema we require to talk, sir? Observe a bit very carefully about this one. Sir, I'm taking int array x is equal to new int array of 0, sir. 0, 0. Is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Sir, if you want to represent a group of values, huge number of values, sir, with the same name, then we should go for array. But how many elements are there? 0 number of elements are there. How many elements are there, sir? 0 number of elements are there. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Please, everyone, you have to respond. Valid or invalid? 100% pakka itself is valid. Valid, right? Sir, an array with 0 size is legal. Is legal in Java. Remember that an array with 0 size is always legal in Java. But what is the use of that? Syntactically valid, but in general there is no use of that. Remember that, but syntactically itself is valid, sir. No problem at all. If you want, let me take 0. Perfectly valid. Are you getting right? Perfectly valid. No compile time error, no runtime error. Happily it's going to be valid, sir. Sir, still, if you want, I will provide one more extra point here. Just have a look once. What is this one? Is it array or not? Array, what is this one? Is it array or not? String array, right? Sir, what is command line arguments? Correct or not? Command line arguments. Suppose, assume that if I pass like this, assume that if I'm passing like Java test A, B, C. How many command line arguments I'm passing? 3. With these 3 command line arguments, a string array will be created. By passing that string array, main method will be called by JVM. Sir, let me repeat once again this point. Very important, sir. Java tester. JVM, can you please execute tester class? Next, A, B, C, like this I'm taking. Sir, with these 3 command line arguments, JVM will create one string array. Take very special care, sir. JVM will create one string array, one dimensional string array with these 3 elements, right? By passing this string array as argument, JVM will call which method, sir? Main method. Remember that, sir, who is the responsible to create string array args? JVM is the responsible. With which values JVM is going to create whatever the values we are passing from the command prompt. With these values, JVM will create one string array. By passing that string array as argument, JVM will call main method. Remember, who is the responsible to call main method, sir? Yes. Who is the responsible to call main method? JVM is the responsible to call the main method, right? Sir, but main method is always expecting string array. Who is the responsible to create that string array? JVM is the responsible. Sir, with which elements this string array will be created by JVM? Sir, whatever elements we are passing from the command prompt, with the command line argument, JVM will create one string array. By passing that string array as the argument, JVM is the responsible to call main method. Everyone can able to understand? Yes, everyone can able to understand? Okay, now take a bit very special case, sir. Assume, sir, I want to know how many command line arguments you are passing. What is the length of this array? What is the length of this array? Like this, right? Sir, now system dot out dot println args dot length. Args dot length, sir. I'm taking args dot length. Can you please tell what is the output we are going to get? If I pass sir, Java test A, B, C. What is the output we are going to get? Please respond. What is the output we are going to get? 3. Because, 3. Dinesh, 3. Because we are passing how many command line arguments, right? 3. That's why 3, sir. Okay. Now, sir, if I'm taking like this, what is the size of array? What is the output we are going to get? If I'm passing 1. Excellent. 1. If I'm passing just if I'm passing like this, sir. Sir, I'm not passing anything. Java tester, that's all. Can you please tell what is the size of this array? Yes, good. What is the size of array? An array will be created. I'm sure an array will be not compile error. An array will be created, but what is the size of that array is 0. Neeraj, take a bit special care. Sir, an array will be created, but what is the size of that array? 0. Now you can able to see 0, sir, in the third case. Observe that. Sir, first case, Java C test.java. Let me compile. Excellent. The code is going to compile. Java test A, B, C like this. What is the answer? Immediately you have to respond. 3. Good. Excellent, man. Sir, Java test A I'm taking. What is the answer? 1. Excellent. Java test. That's all. I'm not passing any command line argument. What is the answer? I'm not passing any command line argument. What is the answer? 0. Can you please tell an array will be created or not? Yes or no? An array will be created or not? Yes, created. With what sizes are 0 size? Are you getting that? With what sizes are 0 size? So it is very clear in Java, it is legal to have an array with the size 0. Clear for all of right? Okay. Sir, it's legal to have an array with the size 0. Perfectly itself is nothing but acceptable. Main method I showed, I can able to show practically either 0 size is allowed or not allowed. Clear? Not required to keep much explanation about this terminology, right? So at the time of array creation, compulsory we have to specify the size. First point we covered. Second point, it is legal in Java to have an array with 0 size acceptable, right? Okay, that's all. Next, third point, sir. A bit very important point. Take a bit special care. Remember that. Okay, sir. Now I'm taking wonderful, sir. Int array x is equal to new. Int array x is equal to new int array. Take a bit special care, sir. -3. I'm taking -3. Valid or invalid? Alright. Immediately you have to respond. Don't wait. Good. Valid or invalid? Yes. Valid or invalid? Yes. Good. Some people are in the correct track because some people may followed my videos, or otherwise some people may have already existing knowledge. Excellent, man. Okay. So now anyway, still there are some people are there. They are telling wrong answers. Take a bit special care. Can you please tell? Is it? Sir, I'm talking. First time I'm using the word. Is it valid or invalid? Sir, what answer you can tell? Valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? invalid, good, invalid, good. But for the sake of certification exam, there is one specialty must be required. It is a problem yet compile time or the problem yet run time. Sir, this division also must be required. Regarding this division also must be required. Is the problem at compile time or the problem yet run time? You should be in a position to decide like. Sir, now take very special case, sir. Observe that. My compiler is always expecting here array size. Correct or not? Sir, compiler is always expecting what? Array size, array size. Okay? Compiler always going to talk about only type. Compiler will always going to talk about only type, that's all, but not sir, value. Compiler is always going to worry about types. What is the type of -3? You have to respond. What is the type of -3, sir? Int type. Either plus. By default, integral literal is of int type. I covered already, sir. By default, integral literal is of int type. That's why int type. Oh, we specified int value only. That's why, sir, compiler happily it is going to compile. No compile time error at all. Remember this one, sir. So no compile time error. Happily the code compiles fine. Okay. Next, at runtime, who is the responsible to create this array? Regarding who is the responsible to create this array? JVM is the responsible to create this array. We know JVM is the responsible to create this array, right? Now, JVM will allocate memory based on this size. Observe that. JVM is the responsible to allocate the memory based on the size. Whenever at runtime, JVM, whenever it observed -3, negative size, immediately JVM is going to get shocked, man. Immediately JVM is going to get shocked and saying negative array size. Are you getting? Negative array size exception. We are going to get. What is this one, sir? Negative array size exception. A runtime exception by default we are going to get. We never going to get compile time error. Happily the code compiles fine, sir, because type is always int type, size is always int only. That's why, right? Clear? Are you in a position to understand? Yes, man. Are you in a position to understand, right? A bit important point. Remember, by mistake, if you are taking an array with a negative int size, immediately runtime exception by default we are going to get, but the code compiles fine, no problem at all. Sir, let me show, sir. Observe that, sir. Java C test.java, happily the code compiles fine, no problem at all. Java test. Observe that immediately, sir, we are going to get negative array size exception. Any doubt? Everyone in a position to understand clearly, sir? Clear, right? Sir, negative array size exception. Sir, all these things I clearly explain in our material. Don't worry about that. In the material, each and every point which is coming out from my mouth by default there, sir. Okay. So in the material, if any point, if I'm explaining something, it's already there in the material. So no new point I'm not explaining, sir. That's why material better to download and better to refer compulsory, sir. Okay. Make sure you should aware that. Okay. I hope materials are already uploaded in your folder. Yes. Erase concept. Erase class name wala portion also there. Shubham Gupta. Everything is available in the erase, man. Why you have to worry? Everything. I'm explaining every point from my notes only. I'm not going to talk a single point also new point. Remember that. Okay. So now observe how to declare. Here just observe introduction. What is the advantage of array? What is the disadvantage of array? Okay. Next, array declaration. In how many ways we can declare single dimensional array? Next, in how many ways, sir? Have you observed? Sir, this is the valid, but this one is invalid. At the time of array declaration, we are not allowed to specify the size. That's why. Next, two-dimensional array declaration. Have you observed two-dimensional array declaration? Three-dimensional array declaration, like this, right? Next, and after that, even the point I covered very clearly. Sir, this one, before the first variable valid, but before the second variable, it is invalid. Sir, I clearly explained this point already, right? Okay. Next, and after that, array construction. Every array in Java is an object, and hence we can create by using new operator. Even the diagram also clear, right? Next, for every array type, corresponding classes are available, but these classes are part of Java language and are not available to the programmer level. Sir, have you observed some classes, array type and corresponding class name, just up to certain level, the diagram I kept. Next, rule 1. At the time of array creation, compulsory we should specify the size, otherwise we will get compile time error. Only thing is I didn't use left and right in the notes. We are that nothing, sir. Okay, sir. Next, and after that, here this one is valid, but this one is invalid. What is the reason for that? Is size we are not specifying. It is legal to have an array with a size 0 in Java. Is it valid or not valid, sir? If we are taking array size with negative int value, then we will get runtime exception saying negative array size exception. Clear? Clear? Okay. Durga sir is not great, but Durga sir material is great, I'm sure. Just kidding. Okay. That's all, sir. So just the remaining things anyway. Tomorrow we will talk. I will continue. Another 3 or 4 sessions are required, sir, to complete this arrays. But don't miss it, because for certification exam, minimum from the array, minimum 5 to 6 questions you are going to see in the certification exam. But all these questions are a bit easy. Don't worry. I'm here. I will explain each and every point, sir. Okay, that's all. Next, there is one small doubt, sir. Shubham Gupta is asking. Just anyway, for the interview room also, this bit is very important. That's why let me take, sir. Let me copy paste. Please listen each and every point, every person very carefully, because it's very important, sir. What is the difference between array and java.util.arrays? Regarding what is the difference between array and java.util.arrays concept? Sir, very simple, sir. If you want to hold a group of values, then we can go for array concept. Regarding int array, float array, double array, like we have, sir. If you want to hold a group of values, then we can go for one array concept, right? Int array concept. Next, sir, I have one array is there, but anyway, int array x is equal to 10, 40, 20, 30 is there, sir. Now 10, 40, 20, 30 is there. Clear? Regarding, sir, I have one array, sir. I have one array. Now my requirement is this array never talks about sorting. Correct or not? This array not talks about sorting. First element is the 10, second element is 40, next 20 and 30. Not talks about sorting. Sir, if you want to define utility methods for arrays, are you getting that? If you want to define some utility methods for arrays, if you want to define utility method, some class must be required. That class is nothing but java.util.arrays class. Okay, sir, arrays dot sort of x. Arrays dot sort of x. If you print the x value, then you will get 10, 20, 30, 40. Are you getting? Where this sort method is available inside arrays class. Sir, the people who are freshers, just who knows only about very basics, don't worry about this. This is the collections related concepts, last topic. Some people are asking, but still for the certificate, for the exam, not exam sake, for the interview room sake, it is a very important way. Sir, what is the difference between array and arrays concept? Array is a concept in Java. Arrays is a class in Java. Remember that. If you want to represent a group of values, an index or collection of fixed number of homogeneous elements, then we should go for array. Sir, for arrays, if you want to define several utility methods, sir, if you want utility methods for arrays, then we should go for arrays class. Clear? Shubham Gupta, are you getting right? Okay, that's all. Next. Pooja, do you have that question, please? Sir, when Java 9 new concept offline batch is going to start? Yeah, Pooja, I will check the mail. Can you please resend once again the mail, please, if I miss by mistake? Okay, yeah. Next, is the index starts with 0, so it is based on 0 OS level or JVM level. Yes, An array index always starts with 0. Sir, it is based on OS level or JVM level? What answer you can able to tell? It is based on not OS level, based on JVM level only. Based on JVM level. JVM level only. Neeraj, because the reason is on OS anything is going to be there, but Java related stuff is going to be supported by JVM. Java language level support is there, 0 index. Why always starts with 0 only? Because old C or C++, those languages follows the same convention. Why don't you follow the same convention so that programming will become very easy? That's why they have followed zeros convention. Okay, usually memory is always going to start first memory location starts with 0. That's why array is also starts with 0. Array itself is the memory only, right? Memory to hold some values. Yeah, any other doubt, please? Java 9 new concept offline batch is going to start. No sir, Vineet, my Java 9 batch not going to come. The people who require my classes, better to contact our admin, they will provide videos. Yes, any other? Yeah, Ritesh, tomorrow this doubt will be clarified, don't worry, because as of now not yet discussed. That's all. Any other doubts, please? Okay, the people who require the material, just contact our admin. Those people are going to take care. Okay, so that's all. Next, Janacharya will come within just wait for 1 or 2 days. Will come, that doubt, because that concept not yet covered in arrays. Yeah, that's all, sir. So the people who require material, just contact our admin. Those people are going to provide access for you. Okay, that's it. Next, yeah, that's all. Do printed material also available? Dinesh, please wait for few days. Once this batch is going to be completed, at the end of the batch, you can see the printed material. Okay, that's all. Sir, anything related to that, sir, please contact our admin. Next, if any subject related doubts are there, please contact me. Okay, Durga advjava@gmail.com. Sir, if still you are not getting support, if you are facing any problem with our admin, please keep me in loop. I will give left and right to them. Okay, don't worry. That's all, sir. Thank you. Tomorrow we will meet for the continuation, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir.